Bismillah al-Nur. Nur أول النور. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This video, we're going to speak on a very esoteric and mystical concept. The Orthodox will love this. This is on the Gnostic Peacock, which appears in the Islamic mystical Gnostic traditions. And the symbolism can even trace back to the Yazidi mysticism, and particularly Malik Taus is often depicted in peacock symbology. And there's a connection with the great angel Azazel. So I'm going to read a narrative from al-Akhbar fi Zikr al-Jannah wal-Nar. This is a text which is attributed to the 16th century, but like all things in the mystical traditions, the Muhammadan Nur and Peacock association and symbology existed in the Gnostic mystical traditions of Islam for a very long time prior. And before people say this is not an authentic hadith, this is, we in the mystical traditions of mystical Sufi and Shia, Rafanism, we don't care about asnad. What we care about is kashf, which means the unveiling of the holy mysteries in the hadith. The asnad, the transmission chain, that's irrelevant. Does it support the esoteric current? If so, then it can be utilized. So we will begin with reading from, again, al-Akhbar fi Zikr al-Jannah wal-Nar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created a tree with 4 branches and named it the tree of the devout. Allah created Nur Muhammad from a white pearl in the form of a peacock and placed it upon the tree. The peacock glorified Allah for 40,000 years. Then Allah created the mirror of modesty and placed it before it. When the peacock saw its beauty in the mirror, it became ashamed of its form before Allah. Therefore, it perspired, and 6 drops fell. And now, from this point in the narrative, different traditions have formed around this. In the esoteric Shia traditions, they'll say 12 imam came from this perspiration. And then also, it will be complemented with the 4 angels of the elements in cardinal directions. Ya Jibra'il, Ya Mika'il, Ya Israfil, Ya Azra'il. And then an interesting thing is that this tree is described as having 4 branches and of being adorned with the Nur Muhammad, which took the form of the peacock, the holy peacock. Why? Because of the multiplicity of eyes when the peacock opens its feathers, essentially. So the word nur in Arabic, nur, noon, wah, rah, if we take its digital root, it will deduce to 4, meaning the numerology of the word. So that's kind of interesting that nur will deduce down to 4 if we take the digital root of its numerical equivalents. There is also these 4 branches may also be associated with the, we have 28 letters in the Abjad Arabic system following lunar cycles. So if we divide into 4 levels, we would end up with 7 letters per branch, And of course, this connects again to Malik Taus in Azazel. I'm not going to get into the holy mysteries of Malik Taus of our Yazidi brethren and Azazel. And I'd like to also include that the Buraq and some of the traditions regarding the night journey is adorned with a peacock feather on its tail. So a lot to contemplate here, fellow seekers and mystics. Nur ala nur wa al-haq al-nur.